Greetings to whoever may be watching this. I am the one and only Espionage DB7, and this here is my good friend Obsolete 2003, also known as the
Howdy.
Doof. Oh shit, did that actually hurt you?
Yes.
Oh, I don't remember if friendly fire was default in this game, but anyway, this is 7 Days to Die, and this is kind of new to this. I'm actually making this video as a bit of a video diary for myself. I constructed a base in this game. It's Alpha 16.4, and I just want a way of preserving the memory. My buddy here, the Doof, did help out in the construction of this project. Wow, that broke my leg. I don't have a splint. Wow, and I got a wellness decrease from all of that. Wow, well, good job. Anyway, continuing on. I am making this as a bit of a video diary for myself. Alpha 17 is on the horizon, from what I understand. It is supposedly it's set to be released some point at the end of August, beginning of September. So as with any new patch that is released, the previous bases, previous works are going to go bye-bye. And I spent a lot of time and effort working on this base, so I wanted a way to document it. And I figured, what better way than to do a bit of a video tour. Now, doesn't look like much for now, but, we're going to get to that. So if you hobble along with me, because I have to limp now because I got a broken leg because of this guy, we'll go ahead and proceed down into the depths of what is known as Vault DB7.
Into the hole we go.
Into the hole we go. This tunnel actually leads straight to the river. This base that I've constructed has a lot of various points that it can actually branch out of. It's a bit of a topology actually. It has access points completely underground to the nearest town, access points to the surface. It has well, you know what? We'll go ahead and actually see it all rather than kind of describe it. But yeah, this tunnel is a tunnel that leads straight to the river. Don't want to do too much exploring outside right now because it is 2 a.m. and the zombies are ravenous right now. But anyway, as my friend pointed out here, into the hole we go, and we'll see where this rabbit hole leads. Maybe we'll end up in Wonderland.
And which biome is this again?
It's in the plains biome actually. Which, if I'm not mistaken, I've read that the plains biome is going to be done away with. Did you hear about that, or am I imagining things, as I often
That's
do?
what I also saw too, that they are getting rid of this biome.
I don't like that. This biome is actually great to get yucca fruit. Yucca fruit, you can get it from the cactuses out here, and it's not as hot as the desert biome, so you don't have the risk of running out of like water, getting dehydrated, getting overheated. I hear something. Anyway, um, so yeah, we're completely underground. So unless it's a horde night, we can't be seen or spotted. One interesting thing, and you actually pointed this out to me earlier, is that in Alpha 16, I believe, from what I heard, that the zombies lost their ability to dig, which is something that's coming back. Anyway, this is the first little fortification. This is still, I built this part of the fortification around where the dirt entrance kind of ends. Basically, this would be already on the surface. So I kind of needed something to protect this part of the entrance. So I used fortified concrete to do it. And it also serves as a bit of an escape just above that door. And we'll take a look at that in a while. But just above that door is the surface. So we're not going to go up, though. We are going down. If I don't fall and kill myself. And this does
Oh,
go... What?
okay.
Tell me you didn't fall on my head.
No.
This does go pretty much to the center of the earth. This was built down to the bedrock. I wanted to see how far down I could go and build a viable base, and I went until I hit bedrock. Nothing more to go there. So, anyway, this is the atrium, I guess you could call it, for the base. And you might wonder how I managed to get a mini bike all the way down here. No, I did not build it down here. It actually was brought down here. And this is the way. And we'll explore that in a while later. We'll wait till daylight. This right here is another entrance. And this one is my quick access entrance. This right here, bunch of hay bales. You can fall straight down without getting injured. But anyway, we can go ahead and lose the need for the headlamps because we have power down here. Nice long little hallway. I'm obsessed with painting stuff. I don't like, even in the zombie apocalypse, things have to be nice and neat for me. I don't know about you. If I'm not mistaken, you like the rugged look, right? You like things to be grungy and you know that grunge feeling to it. I like conformity and nice neatness. Dark spooky tunnel that way. That is actually the tunnel that leads to the town that I was talking about. There is an entrance that leads straight to a town, everything underground, and we will explore that a bit more later. But again, everything underground, so pure safe access. And we have power. So officially this is Vault DB7. What lies beyond this door? Rather dark. But again, fully electrified with all the amenities of home. So this section of Vault DB7 is what I like to call the toilet bowl. Or actually, you know what? I think this, if anything, is the septic tank. This is the septic tank because the toilet bowl actually is up top. And again, we will get a look at that a bit later. But this is where zombies come to die. Again. You know, spikes, barbed wire, shotgun turrets at the top. We'll go over those. Spinning blade traps. This is the literal death pit. This is the septic tank of the toilet bowl, and there is a very good reason why I'm calling it that, and we will get to that as well. This right here is where, of course, I have all my workshops. I do have, a couple forges, each one with, all the necessary add-ons or the required tools, crucible, tool and die set, anvil, everything to make ammo and, forge all kind of stuff. Same thing with the campfires. Here's just a bunch of storage.
How's the leg?
Thank you for reminding me. It's still broken. The pain had numbed, so I guess I need a splint. I would actually feel more comfortable if you put that sledgehammer away. I have one too. Anyway, so basic storage, just got my meats in the stove, some home cooking, some pie, grilled meat, boxes built into the wall. Right here I got the loose weapon parts, spare gunpowder, first aid supplies, lots and lots and lots of iron. Basically, all of this whole area was mined out. So I collected more iron than I literally know what to do with. I have so much iron. I mean, it's basically oozing out of my boxes. Same thing with stone. Right here I got so much stone and clay and cement and everything that got way more than I know what to do with. I've got my cement mixer here, workshop, all the basics. I did include ventilation, being, I don't know how many miles underground we are. We need to breathe, of course, make sure that we don't run out of oxygen so the place is properly ventilated. And when I said all the amenities of home, I meant it. Welcome to my master bathroom, complete with toilet, working sink, sort of, use your imagination, a medicine cabinet with no medicine in it, and a working shower. Again, use your imagination. A little privacy, if you don't mind.
What?
I don't need help for this section of the video. Anyway, this is just some piping. Obviously, speaking out of out of character or whatnot. It's just some aesthetics that I put in there for the to give the semblance of running water. Same thing with this. This is supposed to be more or less showing running water, coursing through this place, or you can think of it as a water heater or whatever you want. But yeah, purely there for aesthetic purposes.
And how long do you think, give or take, it took you to dig all this and put it all together?
To dig, if I remember, man, I remember just freaking spending nights, weekends, obviously, to a busy work schedule, but just spending weekends, like at night, just digging and digging and digging. The good thing is, and I hear my septic tank doing its job. Oh, is that a screamer I see that just fell and impaled herself? Anyway, I remember just seeing myself digging and digging and digging for, in-game and literal hours on end. But the funny thing is that all that digging served to really quickly level up my mining skills, which, the more I dug, the faster I dug because my mining skills went up, and I really quickly put points into, the leveling system and the miner 49er and all of that. I leveled that up as quick as I could to make sure that man, things are just plopping on there, aren't they?
Yeah.
To make sure to you know, get the rest of it dug as fast as possible. And after that, like pretty much now, I can break any stone block with a single hit. Plus my mining tools are all purpled out. But anyway, let's move on to the real jewel of Vault DB7. Close the door behind you if you don't mind, or the hatch. So this is paying a bit of homage to one of my all-time favorite games, the Overseer's Quarters. We'll get to that in just a moment. Um, let's start with the barracks. So this vault is equipped to house many people. We see here a nice little barracks, perfectly arranged with some handy notes all around the room to remind people of the rules to keep them safe. Strictly to keep them safe. Got some lockers here, reading material. Everybody's got their own personal foot locker, their own personal mirror. And if anybody wants to do some cooking here in the barracks, as long as they fire proper fire safety tips, they can do it. And again, these rules are non-negotiable. So let's take a look at the rules of Vault DB7, shall we? Ration food and supplies, pretty self-explanatory. Peer violence will not be tolerated. Outsiders require overseer approval. This place is a haven for the survivors. And we want to make sure that we're. How did our illustrious president in 2018, the president is Donald Trump, and how does our illustrious president put it for certain people? Oh, they're not sending their best, and I don't want to get into politics. Anyway, so yes, we don't want subpar or outsiders of ill repute. I'll only allow one. This one right here. Anyway, the doors seal at 1900. Lights out at 2200. Any outside expeditions require overseer approval. Need proper mapping, proper planning. Got to make sure that if 5 people go out, 5 people come back, right? Any
Makes sense.
banishment. What's that?
Makes sense.
Any banishment from this place is permanent. There's no such thing as coming back and asking for forgiveness. If you do something that gets you banished, you're gone. Hoarders and thieves will be punished. Resources are limited after all, so we need to, share the wealth, whatever wealth we might have. So anybody caught hoarding or stealing from others will be punished. Conserve water, conserve electricity, pretty common sense. Respect the overseer. I can't stress that rule enough, and this one has already been on thin ice for that. Respect each other. These rules are for your safety. All violations are to be reported immediately. Weapons assigned by the overseer only, and the overseer is watching, as you can tell. All residents must contribute. Everybody has a job to do. Assignments must be completed. Assigned duties must be completed. And of course, hiding a bite is punishable by exile. Although that's kind of it's kind of counterintuitive, isn't it? If you're bitten and exiled, it's not you don't have long regardless. So, but anyway, all infections are to be reported immediately. So that's the barracks. And again, everybody is being watched. And I think my friend here is in awe at the situation, so I'll leave him there to kind of bask in the glow of the barracks of Vault DB7. This here is the maintenance hatch. The maintenance hatch is just that. So this here we can see the septic tank. It's on in all its splendor.
Watch your step.
Indeed. Spikes below, barbed wire around, spikes here. A handy little shotgun turret to handle any stragglers that may be here. And, ouch, just in case that isn't enough. God bless America. We have got a nice little sampler of Blades of Death. This is so annoying. And if we kind of peek out, we can see the actual toilet bowl, which, if I am not mistaken, I heard the sound of daylight.
Yes, heard it too.
So before we venture out to the surface and take a look at the sunrise, I think I will show off the piece de resistance of Vault DB7, my own personal piece de resistance. The Overseer's office, or the Overseer's quarters. Now the doof here is going to get the rare privilege of actually being able to step in here, because usually, of course, none but the Overseer may pass.
You're the doof.
Witty comeback.
This is the doof quarters.
Overseer's quarters. Anyway, welcome to the DB7 Sanctuary. Of course, my master bedroom, complete with an empty cooler. I need to restock that. You know, some nice little foliage or flora, I should say. Some nice big screen TV, some furniture. You know, like I said, just because it's a zombie apocalypse does not mean that it has to be, you know, disheveled or haphazard. And of course, anybody who needs to speak to the Overseer is, of course, able to. I have there my various TV monitors for monitoring various areas of the encampment of the vault. You know, so anybody that needs to, just don't get any crumbs on the floor there, sir. Anybody that needs to speak with the Overseer is welcome to do so. In the event that a request for weaponry or ammunitions needs to be made, the Overseer, myself, does keep a gun safe here with a nice assortment of firearms, always under lock and key, and all the ammunition right here in a munitions box. So we got plenty of rounds, plenty of ammo, but of course must be distributed responsibly. But my favorite feature of Vault DB7, if you would be so kind, sir, as to shut off your headlamp so we can get the full effect of this, is my callback to a simpler time. So keep in mind we are several hundred feet below the earth, and in an attempt to retain my sanity, I built myself a little piece of Americana that I can gaze through my windows. Nothing like home sweet home. Doesn't that remind you of a simpler time? Nice little mini bike outside, parked on the front lawn, mailbox, shrubs, birds chirping, neighborhood paperboy running around, making deliveries, the video game paperboy.
Looks still like Evil Dead.
Evil Dead. What part of Evil Dead?
The cabin.
Hmm. Never thought of that. I guess so. I don't have a Necronomicon though. Kleto, Ferrata. I don't remember the words. This part is unaccessible though. I will say the only way to access it is to actually break through the window and block. I actually um, seldomly turn that light on just because there is a generator that's in there, which is unaccessible. It's out of sight, but it's unaccessible unless I break through it. So I don't turn it on too much unless I get nostalgic and homesick. I look out and look at the neighbor's house. Just like I said, a callback to a simpler time. A little piece of Americana way down here, down deep in Vault DB7. So, shall we proceed to the surface?
I think it's safe now.
5 a.m., I think so too. Relatively safe. You know what? Hang on. I forgot to turn off the lights. Oh, one thing I did forget to mention. For anybody in the barracks, if on my security feed I do see something of an alarming nature, something that requires quick action, I do have access to the emergency button. Get up, you lazy asses. Sort of call to arms. So, just a nice little tidbit. Alright, so that's pretty much all of the underground portion. But again, Vault DB7 is comprised of two parts. The vault for humans and the toilet bowl. Three parts if you consider the septic tank. One thing I do want to show off, although I do intend to show off a Horde Night, so you folks watching, whoever you may be, will get the full effect of this, but this is the killing power of the toilet bowl. If you would be so kind as to turn on the other switch on the opposite side of the wall, Sir Doof.
You're the dude. I don't know how many times I have to go over this.
Settle down. So yeah, this is just one of many stages of the killing dynamic of the toilet bowl. Let's step in here for a closer look. It's not too close. Again, a bed of spikes surrounded by barbed wire. The spikes don't get, well, if the stuff up there don't get them, which I'll go over in a bit, doesn't get them, the spikes will. If the spikes don't get them, the barbed wire will. The barbed wire doesn't get them, the fans will. And if all of that is not enough, we are armed and surrounded by steel bars. So this is the safest place in the wasteland. I'd stake my life on it. Quite summarily, I do have to stake my life on it, don't I?
Every 7 days.
Every 7 days. Alright, so let's go take a look. Again, one of the rules, conserve energy. Let's take a look at the surface. And we will have a gander at the various exits and entrances to the vault, so we will go down that way. But I do want to show off the main entrance right now. Matter of fact, why don't you take the ladder up? I think I'm going to take the bike up so I can kind of show off the ramp axis. It takes a long while to go up on foot, so I will meet you up top.
Alright, sounds good.
So this here, again, fully equipped with ramp axis for a mini bike. And I can't drive straight worth a crap. This empties out into a little entrance reinforced by asphalt and fortified concrete. And I seem to be getting a glitch on my headlamp there. That's good, isn't it? So, this is, again, one of the many entrances to Vault DB7. A bed of spikes, just in case any curious zombie gets too close. And again, fortified by the hardest ground surface in the game, asphalt. If they manage to break through there, there is a bed of reinforced, or a siding of reinforced concrete waiting for them as well. So, pretty secure tunnel access. Anyway, let's go check out the main entrance to the vault. You'll notice a weird assortment of trees there above the horizon. That was a failed oh, damn.
Did you break it?
No, I got my bike caught. Son of a... I'm out, I'm out. Anyway, that was a previous fortress over there. It got finished, but we just kept fortifying it, building walls outward to the point that it actually got too big and too massive to maintain. It was just a huge effort to keep it fixed and repaired against zombie attacks since it was so big. So I decided to abandon that. You sound like you're overheating.
I am thirsty.
I got water. I don't have water. I thought I had water. Wait, I do have water.
I have some.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so that thing just got way too big, and I might kind of peek in there just to kind of give people a look-see, but yeah, it just got so big and so massive, so hard to maintain, that it was just not worth keeping it up. And oh man, I'm getting some graphical glitches. Darn it. I hate this. Anyway, this game is, of course, in alpha stages, so there are bound to be some graphical glitches, but allow me to introduce you to Vault DB7 in its true splendor. This is the main entrance, and here is something I'm very proud of, my decorative sign.
Is that tree gray?
It is a white birch tree, I believe. It is, I think, one of the biggest trees in the game. It's the same kind of tree that we ran into that at the hospital. Remember that we were trying to chop
Yeah.
down and get a seed for? I don't know
Yeah.
why it never gave us a seed, but would you believe that I actually killed a zombie that dropped the seed for this tree?
Hmm.
And I planted it. It had two, and I planted one somewhere else just to see what kind of tree it was, and it was this kind. So I liked it, so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna plant one right by my base, one right by my vault. So yeah, it's kind of like a little decorative. I should have put like lawn chairs or something out here to, well, probably not the safest thing, but anyway. Yeah, so this is the main entrance to Vault DB7, and of course any onlookers can come and see this, and oh, it's not much, it's just, you know, this little hut right here, and this little bunker, whatever this is. But this is one of the entrances that leads all the way down to the main part. And up here, should any wandering zombies get too close, it is surrounded by blade traps and protected by shotgun turrets. Let's get a look at those. Obviously the shotgun turrets won't kill anything right now unless there's a zombie nearby, but why don't we leave them on just to see if any wandering zombies do happen across us. This right here was a failed attempt at a well. Still got some water down there. It got busted up pretty bad by some of the zombies. I never bothered fixing it though. And up here is my farm. Damn, zombies have done a number of it. Unfortunately, I don't have stuff planted. I got a good amount of food. Oh. Hey, I see a screamer wandering around the toilet bowl. Let's see if we can crossbow her. She's making me get to things that I wasn't ready to talk about yet. I tell you, they're attracted. to the um, to the glow of the bowl. I am not a good shot. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna show off the toilet bowl. This is the toilet bowl, and you will see why it's called that. Hey, Screamer, over here.
Don't let her bite you.
Because it is a giant bowl. Oh shit! Oh man, we got a runner and a radiated. Okay, time to put the bowl into action. Ouch! I'm still. Oh crap! I didn't turn it on yet. All right, toilet bowl, do your stuff. Where are you?
By the garden.
Oh, watch
Well,
out,
it's
cause
two
there's
radioactive ones.
no match for the toilet bowl. Here comes
And
another
one here.
screamer. Oh, mincemeat. I love this glow that this thing gives off. Watch out. I hear another spitter.
Yeah. You hit me a few times.
Once they get down here, they don't stand a chance, but they have to actually get down. Why are they still running? It's daylight.
Yeah, it's what's throwing me off too.
Watch it, don't fall victim. I don't need you to demonstrate. Oh shit! Oh, damn. He scratched me and infected me. But I think that's all of them, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Anyway. So the switch turns on and off the blades, but the guns should be active. Darn it! You gotta be... I'm infected, and I'm hurt. Oh man!
What happened?
Football zombie. Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Well, you might wanna, actually help.
What happened?
God!
That under control.
Freaking jock zombies over here. That thing is still screaming, you know? Are you
There's another
kidding
one?
me? It's right there.
There's the radioactive zombie.
Oh great, I'm out of ammo. I'm out of ammo. Okay, this is getting interesting. A swift retreat might be in order. Oh, you freaking...
I'm bleeding out.
Do you have bandages?
Yeah.
Use them. That does it. Run to the freaking... Don't run to my farm. They're gonna wreck my farm even further.
I had to get away.
Well, get away to the entrance of the vault. It has guns. Well, I'm at least demonstrating. I should have stocked up on ammo. I didn't really expect this.
The zombie apocalypse, just expect the unexpected.
I've mastered the zombie apocalypse. Where's that freaking radiated one?
There's two of them.
Well, where's one? Where's the other one? I saw one. They're on my farm. Why are they on my farm? They're breaking my farm. Get away! You don't even like Yuka!
Behind you. Okay, you got him.
Did you have a gun or did you go down and get one?
Oh, I had a few.
Where that? I know that radiated zombie was still around. I saw him.
It was by a toilet bowl.
Well, I hear the sweet sound of...
Auto shotguns.
Yes, there he is. The Jolly Green Giant.
These are the ones on the farm.
Oh, back on the farm. I don't know how the rest of that song goes. Damn, I have not played this game in a while. I'm a terrible shot. Okay, who am I kidding? I was always a terrible shot. Is he dead? Yes, he's dead. Where's the other one you said?
Okay, that one.
I
The
killed
other
one
one
of
got
them.
taken out by the toilet bowl.
Are we done? Are they done?
I think so for
Well, there
now.
is a working demonstration of the toilet bowl.
Yeah.
One screamer. I spotted her from the farm, and I was like, oh, let me go shoot this screamer. No, I got a better idea. Let's go demonstrate the toilet bowl. It screamed and summoned like more. Look at what they've done. Look at what they've done. Why my farm? I got some innocent yucca fruit going, some mushrooms. I didn't get to plant everything. Look at this. They're contaminating my food supply. Nails in a suit. What is that? Tape face? You ever hear of that guy, Tape Face?
No.
He's like some magician or something. He wears a suit, but he's got like his mouth taped up, and the guy looks like half zombie actually. It's pretty funny. He does an interesting act. I don't know. I think it's less magic and more comedy than
Hmm.
anything else, but worth checking out. Anyway, this is the farm. They ruined it. They ruined my farm, but yes, this is where I grow my stuff, my food. So, let's take a closer look over here. I'll take at least a closer look at... You know what? Shoot, I'm infected. Luckily, if I remember correctly, this is my garage, housing one of my mini bikes, a refueling depot, a refueling station, I should say. Oh, I had antibiotics on me the whole time. How about that?
Is there a splint?
There should be some medical supplies on the bike itself. There's antibiotics, first aid, painkillers, repair kits. No splint, however. I don't know if there's a splint in here. No, and I don't have any duct tape to make one either. You broke a leg?
Yeah, I got one of the zombies. But
I don't know if you want to go downstairs and get one.
yeah, I'll catch up.
At any rate, when earlier, when we strode in from the river, this is the box, the fortification that we were in. This is the outside of it. Basically, don't want to fall here. I hate the ladders in this. This is the little box we were in. So I already showed this off. And like I said, this was not so much a failed project. It wasn't a failed project. It just was something that it got too big and resource expensive to maintain. We had just it was nothing but this was our first attempt. I made this with you remember Mike, a guy I know who's been offline for a little while, but we made this together, and it has actually turned out really good, except for the fact that it just got way too big, way too expensive to maintain. So just kind of strayed away from it. I actually do have this in another playthrough still functioning as a working base, but as you can see, For the most part, the zombies and or nature has reclaimed this little bit of land. I figured I'd just kind of give it a show off. It was something that was worked on after all. Ooh, I don't know if this bridge will collapse. Don't collapse. This was another my first attempt at a well, and this one actually worked out fairly well. I had to build all these platforms and all these catwalks all over the place just because of how dangerous it is. Look at all these spikes all over the place. This was obviously not the best attempt at a safe a safe environment for humans while at the same time being dangerous for zombies. Catwalks everywhere. This was the actual house. These campfires were set down here as a bit of a test of defense. The idea was that we'd light them all up and the zombies would try to run through it, catch fire, but that was not a viable defense and the doors open. So, yeah, in more ways than one, it does look like nature is really taking this place back. But, yeah, this
Is there
was
any zombies in there?
so far, no, although I'm trying to be wary. You can see we had some storage chests, all of which I think have been cleared out. Um, there was a ladder. Let's see if it hasn't been broken. This ladder does lead to the roof, where we did make some modifications to the roof itself. Built a bit of a catwalk, and built a bit of a sniper perch, as it were. I hear. What do I hear? I see a crawling screamer, but I'm not gonna bother her. Don't want to risk a repeat of what just happened a few minutes ago. But anyway, yeah, this is a bit of a sniper perch that was built. Gotta get a sniper rifle, which we do have several. Get a nice little overview of the toilet bowl, overview of the farm and the birch tree. I was designed to kind of keep a lookout on stuff, but like I said, look at that wall. That is just massive. Imagine, after every horde night, after every attack, just having to go out there and just rebuild, repair all those walls. If you got one or two people doing that, it is just way too massive an undertaking. So I just decided to go the opposite way rather than do such a big base. I went the opposite way. I did a moderate sized base completely underground. So anyway, this was the first my first venture into this game. This was the first real fortification that me and anybody else ever built. This was our first real attempt at making something.
And
So,
all of these um, things that you built it in game. No, you didn't use any shortcuts.
well, like fucking command, like console commands and stuff like that.
Yeah.
No, no way, man. Look at the day it is. It's a day 112. So yeah, all of this was built painstakingly with gathering resources, um, mining, everything. So, and fun little fact, me and Obsolete here actually do have a prison that we have built in a separate playthrough, and we're pretty far along on that too. Hey, did you ever see the message that I put in front of the fortress?
Um,
Away with you. Just a
yeah.
little homage to The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, at some point, maybe we should show off that prison.
Yeah. That'll be good part next time.
Yeah. Built some graves here for our what I'm sure is inevitable downfall. Had
Speak for
planted some.
yourself.
Oh, this right here. When I started this video, this is where we began. This is the entrance on that nice dark night. This is, and I'm not referencing Batman. when when we began, this was the where I opened the video. I hear something. Oh, it's you. Built a bridge across the water there to harvest. That whole place on the other side was all trees. As you can see now, it's just got scarce trees. These right here, there was no forest on this side. We planted all of this, but it looked more. It looked even thicker on the other side than it does here, and we just basically chopped all those trees down for all the wood for like the spikes and all of that, the spike traps and the siding and all that.
You deforested the forest.
Yes, pretty much. But then we reforested it. And these redwoods or whatever the heck they are, they luckily they grow in the span of about 2 to 3 days. Kind of makes you wonder if the mutant trees didn't have something to do with the zombie outbreak, or vice versa. Anyway, so we've seen the bottom of the vault. We've seen the riverfront entrance. We have seen the garage, the little garage and workshop where I keep the bike. We've seen the ramp entrance that allows us to take a mini bike down into the heart of Vault DB7. We've seen the outside of the toilet bowl. The only thing we haven't seen is the entrance that leads to the nearest town. So I say we go and take a look at that.
It is Horde Day,
It,
correct?
if I'm not mistaken. How's your math? Every 7 days isn't 112. I can't do math in my head, and I don't want to get my phone. What is that? Isn't it Horde Day? Get a calculator.
Yes, it's Horde 16.
Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll take after I show off the little entrance to the nearest town. We'll take a bit of a break, and then we'll actually demonstrate Horde Night. Let's see Vault DB7 and its defensive capabilities in all its glory.
The toilet bowl at full capacity.
Yeah. Don't want to back up the septic tank.
We saw top side, but Horde Night we'll get to see it from underground.
Exactly. Don't want to misplace my bike here. Put this back in the garage. Oh, and it looks like the graphical glitch is gone. I was having a graphical glitch earlier.
What was
This
the glitch?
some random like grass was appearing right here for some reason.
Gotcha.
I tried to build this as like a ramp to get out, but then I just figured, you know what, I'll just get out to the other side. Doesn't really make sense, but anyway. A lot of what I made, like these ramps, a lot of this is just a lot of trial and error. That whole fortress is a testament to trial and error. But anyway, let's go downstairs, and we'll see the final entrance, and then, like I said, I'll take a break. Do me a favor, close the door behind you, and wait a few seconds before you come down, because I'm going to demonstrate the rapid descent ability here. So, Geronimo! So, quick escape down onto a soft, pillowy bed of hail. So you're clear to land, as it were, sir.
Okay.
Just a quick note on this game: if anybody is below you when you plummet, you will die, especially at a fall from that height. And I have died at the hands, or rather, the head of the doof here, by him being below me. What are you shooting up there?
It was the auto shotgun.
The turret?
Yeah.
Oh, killing a zombie, huh? So anyway, we saw that entrance, we saw that one, we saw the toilet bowl itself, which is the VIP zombie entrance. So let's go ahead and take a look at the final tunnel leading to the nearest town. So of course in this game supplies are very important. And, sometimes you need to make supply runs under the cover of darkness. And as I've essentially become a mole, everything, it does have a pretty big nexus of tunnels down here. Like I said, one that leads all the way to the river, and then there's this one. Now this right here, this little branch off, just leads straight to the um, the main entrance. The lit hallway and all that. So this is where you see the dark hallway. So that's all that is. I don't know why I put these little railings around the side there. I think I was going to try to do something similar that I did over there. I just never got around to it. And, how's your leg?
It's still recovering, but not too bad.
I'm going to have to get some ammo before the Horde Night. Should probably make some headroom for in this spot. Anyway, the nearest town, when I said nearest town, that doesn't exactly mean that it's nearby. It is a bit of a walk. But again, the whole walk is done under the cover of earth. walking, we're walking. I wonder if I should do some editing on this part.
Probably just to condense on time.
So if this made it into the final cut, we didn't edit it after all.
Post production. You
This
can always
is...
just bring up the map too, just to kind of show
Oh
where
yeah, that's a
the
good
base
idea.
is and where
I
the
should
city is.
I should do that. I haven't done that yet. Um. Anyway, yeah. Let me do that. So this is the turn here. How did I haven't played this in a while. There we go. Okay, so plenty of supply drops that I haven't done. So this right here, just to kind of give an idea, this is the fortress that I outlined. This is the entrance. Here's the actual entrance to Vault DB7 and the little garage. This is the farm. This is the actual toilet bowl. This is I don't know what that is. That's something. That's dirt. I don't know what that is. Gotas. Oh, I don't think I showed that off. That was something I made. Gotas was the grave of the unknown zombie. I might have to, just a little Easter egg I made for myself. This is the entrance to the exit, I should say, to the underground garage entrance, and we are here, miles and miles underground, and this is the nearest town. So now we've turned the corner, and we're heading to the nearest town. I wonder how many people I've lost by now. How long have we been recording? About an hour?
Oh, a while.
Has it been an hour?
Probably close because we started before 4 a.m. in game time, and now it's 10 a.m.
Going on 11.
Yeah.
Alright, so again, ladder that leads up to the surface. Just gonna rush up this ladder here.
You do like your tunnels.
I definitely do. I have become quite the tunnel rat in this game. So a nice little hatch, and lo and behold, here we are. The nearby town of what was this town? Is this Parish? I know there's Gravestown, there's Parishton. Um, what are the towns are there in this game? I don't remember what the hell this town was called.
I don't remember, but the sign's up ahead.
I know. I think that is just a memory glitch. The game is loading that sign, but we wrecked that long ago. Yes, it's
Oh,
gone.
okay.
I don't remember what it's called either. But yeah. So anyway, that's the exit. What the heck is this doing here? Why is there a storage chest in the middle of the road?
When we're looting these buildings.
Oh, that's right. I remember. We were getting too heavy that we just decided to make a chest and kind of started carrying things back little by little.
Yeah.
So most of these buildings have been completely looted and ransacked, but of course, in this game, stuff does respawn after a few days. So, there's a shotgun messiah there for shotgun parts, working stiffs tools, the popping pills, crack a book. A bit further on, there's a grocery store. So, straight underground access. Now, if I had the time and energy, I probably would make an underground hatch to each and every single one of these buildings, kind of make like an underground spider network of tunnels. So basically straight into the ground, like right here, just basically make a hatch and just
It's a
start
buddy.
digging into the ground. What's that?
It's a
Oh,
buddy of yours.
shit. Oh,
Saved your
I
life
guess he didn't like. Yeah, sure. I guess he didn't.
again.
I guess he didn't like me digging into the ground. And when did you, even in this video, when have you ever saved my life?
I just did, didn't
There you go, go save my life again. My hero. Wow. You are amazing. Anyway, I think that pretty much wraps up part one of my little video tour of Vault DB7. I think, like I said, the second part will consist of the actual Horde Night, which will be tonight. So pretty much just gonna spend some time making sure all the stuff is all my turrets are armed and all my generators have gas, and I think we're gonna cut it off here, and I'll start it up when it gets actually closer to the Horde Night, and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, Vault DB7 will withstand one final Horde Night before the release of Alpha 17. So, um, yeah, so we'll see how that goes, but I think we can wrap it up here, call it a day, and we'll see you in part two. Any
Yes.
parting words?
Stay tuned, folks.
Settle down.